dream last night.
No, you're not dreaming.
You're a vampire. Whoa. Nothing changes until you feed.
It's fun. It's a lot of responsibility. Usually when we do press junkets and interviews, I don't ever answer the questions because they're never for me. So I have to get used to answering all the questions now. So that's been a big change. But other than that, it's been great. It's been really fun. Man, that young Jacob had no idea what was coming. I think we were very lucky to just have a job. And I didn't really expect anything of it. I just thought, you know, I'm fortunate to be in a movie. But what I would tell him now, I would tell him, buckle up. It's an experience. It was crazy. You know, I think that we didn't really have like an ending to the movie, and so we didn't know how they were gonna come into the movie. And it wasn't until like we took like a little Christmas break that, you know, John and the writers kind of came up with this idea that they were gonna show up in my grandma's apartment. Everyone expected it to be like a very like, you know, stoic, sort of heroic thing. But to have it in my grandma's apartment is like way more funny. So I think that's what they sort of decided on. So it was really crazy, and they were really fun, and they're awesome, and it was like a really fun time shooting it. Everyone was like hilarious. And it's like something I'll always remember, you know, like it was just very life-changing for sure. It's like one of those moments in time that you don't think about until afterwards. But it was amazing. It was really, really fun. I was pretty comfortable. I feel like, you know, actors are very much like willing to do whatever. So I very much, you know, was down for all the blood and all the violence and all the swearing and all the crazy dark stuff that happens in our show. It was very freeing. I just really like being given the space to be someone different. And there's like a lot of blood, like a lot of gross, disgusting blood. And I wasn't really expecting that, but it's a vampire show, so what else would you be expecting, right? So that is something I had to get used to. The stickiness of the blood is what was really crazy. I think you hit it on the head. You know, I think our main message is that you don't have to follow Hollywood's sort of stereotypical version of what a hero is. You know, we are very much accustomed to movies and TV shows telling us that we need to look a certain way, be a certain way to be the hero, and that's not the truth at all. You know, humanity is all a gray area. No one's all one thing, and it's really on the inside is what counts, not the outside, obviously. And the vampire community is just like a metaphor for the world that we live in, you know. And you know, myself growing up in a time where, you know, body image was a big thing, and you know, if you don't look a certain way, you're not popular, blah blah blah. You don't really matter if you don't look hot or whatever. So I really resonated with that, and I feel like everyone can relate to that. So. We weren't trying to do anything outlandish with, like, you know, the use of the word fat. I think it's a socially acceptable word to use, and we shouldn't put this sort of weird power behind it to shame people. It's just a term. And I think people are really afraid to, you know, really dive into that sort of part of society because we are afraid to shame people and we are afraid to make people feel less. But I think we take the power away from that word, from accepting who we are and becoming who we're meant to be. So I think, you know, we want it to be uncomfortable so people know what it's like, but we also, it's like you don't have to be perfect to be the hero. So, yeah. For me, like, what's funny in that monologue is that Reginald afterwards, when Maurice comes to meet him, he's like, he's saying that he's begging for things that he doesn't have. And I feel like we as young people are very entitled. You know, I think we choose to we just choose to be entitled. And I think that we are given a world and a society where we have to work for it. But, you know, in a lot of senses, like, it's more of like a self-help type of thing. Like, I think for me, for Reginald at least, he was just like stuck and he had no place to go. So he kind of just ended up asking God for a favor. So like, I think it's that, again, he's just like all of us, you know, we're all sort of stuck in this place and we feel like we deserve more and we're trying to get to do more and try to deserve more, but it just doesn't happen, doesn't break our way. And in that sense, he's just lucky to have met Maurice. Yeah, I can't even begin to explain. It's like the most uncomfortable thing. It gets into like places that you don't want it to get into, you know? Like you don't want it to be like in like your pants, but it gets down there. And like you can't like, you have to wait till the end of the day to clean it all up. And you have to clean yourself up with shaving cream. That's like a secret, apparently. That's the chemicals that'll get all the ink off you. My girlfriend will scrub me down every night after work because I would like just come home sticky and reeking of like fake blood. It was terrible. But I would always come out smelling like a freshly shaven beard after, so that was good. Like you just all of a sudden have a lisp and like you can't say words fast enough or like, and you can't articulate your words. We have this thing in our show where we have like actual teeth that we take out of our mouths. So we put it in when our fangs show up and then we pause, everyone waits, and then we take it out and then like we resume the scene again so no one like stutters or slurs their words. It was a tough process. Obviously, without the fans, I wouldn't be in this place. I think that it's the audience that puts actors in really privileged positions, and so I'm very thankful and grateful for them. I think that all actors ever want to do truly is just make things that other people enjoy. And I'm really, really glad that people find me entertaining and are willing to support me in my life. I mean, without them, I, again, wouldn't be here. So. It's been great, you know, obviously, again, humanity's a mixed bag. I meet a lot of people are fun, a lot of people are crazy, a lot of people are out there, but it's still a great time. So very, very thankful for sure. I want to drink your blood.
Excuse me?
I own the night. I'll pay you $25.
$25 for my blood.
$50, but we have to go to an ATM first.